I really wanted to bring art into a hospital situation. 2 years ago, I actually did an arts project at the hospital. It was called One Wish, and from that I really got a feel for an impact art can make in a hospital environment. The hospital can feel very cold and clinical, and I just wanted to be able to turn that around and make it a place that is more vibrant and warming, and also being in hospital myself, that it's not just the patients, it's family and friends and carers and even the staff. They can be in a quite emotionally challenging situation when they're up in the hospital, and this would be just a way of which, as a community member, that I could do something about that and change it around. On level 1, where the art gallery will be, there's the services on there are ones like palliative care, the renal unit, cancer care and day surgery. And then down the other end is actually the general ward as well. So when I spent time in hospital, I often go for a little walk, try and get the day to go a bit faster, and there was nothing on the walls apart from, clinical posters to look at. And I just thought this would be a magical way for people to enjoy art. And, some people may not have ever experienced art before as well. So that was a great way of adding another opportunity in there.
How does Central Queensland Hospital and Health think about this idea of putting an art gallery on the walls of their Gladstone-based hospital?
Well, we'd already built great relationships 2 years ago. That project there was really well received by the hospital as well as the staff. Then the community, that project actually went out and had an exhibition at the Gladstone Art Gallery and Museum. Yeah, they were open arms with this new art gallery as well. The project itself will have the art gallery, but it will also have an arts hub inside of it as well. So myself and other artists will go in and actually work with the patients as well. The first project that we've got set down is we'll be making a tile mural to go up on the wall at the hospital on that same level. And so each of the patients and also staff, I think it's important to have them involved as well. So maybe lunchtime or morning tea time, and they'll have an opportunity to paint an actual tile that'll be added to a mural. So even though that the Art Gallery and Arts Hub will be based on level 1 of the Gladstone Hospital, we're actually going to build a purposely built art cart. So that way we can pop it in the lift and go up to different levels of the hospital as well. And we can go and visit the children's ward and just really work with the staff at the hospital if it's, needed to be distracted in different areas as well, then we can do that too.
What do you have organised already, and how far do you have to go with this idea of getting a gallery up and going?
So at the moment, I've applied for funding through Regional Arts Fund, Arts Queensland. So that's a major proportion of the funding needed. And then also another fund that a crowdfunding page that I've just made up, and it will help pay for the cost of the frames and also some art materials as well. So I've actually made up a funding page for that, where I'm asking for help from the community to help with the funding.
And do you have artists already interested in contributing some of their works to go up on the walls?
Yeah, at the start I sort of rang around a few local artists and wanted to get their thoughts. We were going to put out an expression of interest. So once the project's ready to go, we'll send out an expression of interest. So the art gallery will actually be divided into 3 sections. And so down one side is for local artists. At the end of the corridor will be for work that we do within the hospital with staff and patients. And then up the other end will be a gallery that's set aside for schools. So this first year we're going to concentrate on rural schools in our community, give opportunities to children in schools that maybe not because of their location, they're sort of not exposed to as many things as what you would see in some of the bigger schools, just having their work exhibited to, a whole array of different people and the size of the audience as well.
And you have a special name planned for the gallery itself too, don't you? Do you want to explain what you'd like to call it?
I wanted to name the art gallery after a really special lady. She was one of those people that inspired you, helped you, indeed made an impact in your life as well as lots of people's lives in the community. And her name was Corowa. Loris actually worked in schools as a community educator counsellor, 21 years. And in that time, she worked tirelessly in assisting, encouraging and motivating and really mentoring anyone that walks through her door. Unfortunately, Auntie Loris lost her battle to cancer in 2014. And that's why in this project I wanted to continue to help our community in times of needs, just like Loris did every day.